back at it again. I'm gonna get started in just a moment. And I'll be hanging out with my friend Liz over audio while I bash in spider skulls. She's just gonna be chilling and vibing, drawing, doing her thing. Let's boot up the game. I'm excited. What we got done this morning was necessary, and it unblocks us from some more fun things. So, win-win.
Anna's got me painting.
Oh, she there with you?
Yeah, she is. We were up early this morning to capture the dawn.
Well, our family all sketched pineapples yesterday.
How'd you get on?
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Seems fair.
Huh?
There we go.
1 second.
Hello? Oh, jeez.
I'm 1,000 years old. I don't know how to use this technology.
Very good.
I think this call just crashed my computer. Yeah.
And yours?
All right. Let's
You did that?
Yeah, just this morning.
Fuck off.
What?
You did not paint that this morning.
Yes, I did.
You did not paint that this morning.
I did.
I don't believe you.
You drew the pineapple.
My pineapple is shit.
Well, it just needs a bit of shading.
Oh, shut up.
Little charcoal.
When did you learn so much about art?
I learned it for a role.
Which role?
David Frost.
What could he paint?
Are you angry with me for having a hobby?
Evidently.
I have no idea where that audio was coming from. This is so bizarre. All right. The Messenger desktop client, famously. Okay, let me try this again.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is the ghost of John in the room with us now? Please make spooky noises if so.
Beep borp. I'm the robot
That-
ghost.
Oh, okay. So that's not a ghost noise. F- for your ghost impression. The Ghost Council
let's
will
see
be in
if-
contact shortly and will punish you for your ghost crimes.
Man, Ghost Crimes sounds like an awesome Netflix series, honestly.
My goal would be for it to be the worst thing possible, though. Like, it sounds like it's cool, and you're like, oh, this ghost committed tax fraud. Wow, it's super exciting. Can't wait to watch a whole hour-long episode about that.
Right. Yeah, it would be just like shit posting on Netflix's dime.
That's my goal. That would be my goal.
When you called, my computer absolutely lost its mind. My my character stopped responding to my keyboard controls. Everything locked up. And also, I answered your call, and it just kept ringing anyways. So I was like sitting in the call listening to the ring, and then a video in another chat thread started playing. Just, yeah. So everything but the call happened.
I feel like I broke the world, and that pleases me.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just my messenger set up while I'm streaming,
Yeah.
probably, that just like it's just
It's
like, I don't
my
know,
arcade.
we'll just put different data bytes into different holes and hope that it creates a phone call somehow.
I was hoping it was my arcane powers, but
It might be that too.
that worked too.
Some people
worked.
have the unusual ability to just ravage any piece of code, and they make good QA testers.
I was gonna say that sounds like a boomer superpower, or a boomer common power, actually. But
Yeah, it's definitely a common power.
I touched this phone and it burst into flames, and also the economy's in shambles. I don't know what happened. Can you make this a PDF for me?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know how you made this into a PDF. This was originally a WAV file, but now it's a PDF and I can't open it.
There's no going back. Did you see on my Twitter I made a 15,000 page PDF yesterday? Not
What?
intentionally.
I check Twitter every like 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I'm bad at twittering.
That's okay.
You made 15,000 pages of what?
Well, I tried to use Google's like takeouts option to download an archive of my Google Hangouts,
Uh huh.
and it apparently downloaded like all of them for all time. So there's no like the ones I want and not the ones I don't want. It's just everything.
Oh, right. You switched over to a new chat client. I think I did see that.
Yeah, and then the file that it downloaded with the archive of my Hangouts is this .json file,
Mm-hmm.
Which is the robot pronunciation of JSON, obviously.
Yes, of course.
The spirit of JSON was compressed into file types and turned into this thing. No, this file it downloaded is all of the archive. It's got all this like, you know, programming, formatting, and computer world language of like
Yeah.
shit and pages and pages of that. So it's like,
So it's
I
completely
opened the
useless
page-
to like a human reader.
Right. They're like, oh, the advantage of JSON files is that they're readable to humans and programming things. I'm like, well, yes, technically I can read this, and it's also fucking absolutely useless. Thank you. I wanted to see pages of conversation, semicolon, open, square
Brackets.
bracket,
Yeah.
squiggly bracket, quotation mark, conversation. I'm like, none of this in the first page is even a line of a message. I don't know who's sending what. Like, yes, ID. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with any of this? So I was like, well, let's see what happens if I use the export as PDF option, see if it does anything fancy. No, it just took all of that gibberish and turned it into a 15,000 page PDF. So I was like, well,
Wait. It just took the JSON and it made a PDF of the JSON?
of the JSON output. I'll send you,
Okay, that is ridiculous.
what am I supposed to do with this? This is not what I wanted.
Regardless of what formats it's in, you're getting it as JSON. That's the end of that discussion.
And I'm like, do I really want to put in the effort to see if there's some way that a clever human being has come up with taking these like horrible archived JSON files and converting them into like human readability again? Or do I want to do what I've been doing before, which is to just search my Gmail for the relevant chat and copy it line by line into a Word document?
Oh my god. Oh, that's miserable. I think there's definitely JSON parsers online that you can just paste it into, maybe not a 15,000 page PDF, but if you have like that raw file, It can
Mhm.
parse it and give it to you in a little more readable format, but
Mhm.
the JSON structure implies that they want it to stay in this format for them to be able to take it in, or I guess some other program to take it in, because it's like a structured way where like each field is labeled, so somebody else could potentially pick it up and do something with it. So I'm sure there are programs out there that can do something. It just depends on what you want to do with it.
Yeah, like how much research do I want to put into this? Because also, it's still at the end of the day, it's all of my hangouts with everyone ever, and I really only want my hangouts with one friend because we like use Google to write stories back and forth.
Right, so you just want... Well, that should be pretty easy then, because if you can identify that friend by some ID, then you could just get all the threads, all the messages that have that friend ID as a component of the chat. And then you can just toss away all the chats with, like, me and Matt and family, your husband.
Yeah, those are unimportant.
Trash
all
chat.
All I need is you know, my good friend user ID UGY1630PWWWAS.
Oh, so you found it?
at the hamburger.
Don't
No,
read it
no, I don't
online.
even- I don't-
People are writing this down. They're going to hack that person's account.
Quick, no, I don't even know what that corresponds to. This is just.
It's probably
15,000
some
pages of
database
uselessness.
entry on Google's side.
I don't know. Google has done me wrong, David.
Google and Facebook and Apple all have assigned us a universally unique ID that they refer to us as internally. It's like, yes, you might be named John Fouché, but really you are XYZ for da-da-da-da.
Makes you sound like a child of Elon.
Child of Elon.
Which also sounds like a cult designation, which is also probably true.
Child of Elon should be what we call the Sims for that Muscole.
The Muscole,
Yeah.
the Muscovites.
Muscovites. Citizens
cat says
of
hello
Moscow
also.
and now fans of Elon. Can you hear all the squealing going on, or is that just in my headphones?
No, that's just in your head.
Okay, I'm bludgeoning some hogs to death, so wasn't sure if you were also hearing that.
No.
And you were
I'm
just
not
like,
hearing
is he making those squealing noises, or is that the game?
I just no, I don't hear any. It's just you, the dulcet tones of you, and nothing else.
Aw. Well, good.
Nothing.
This game that I'm playing, I've told you about it before. It's got me hooked. I'm very, very addicted to it because it just allows you to create order from chaos, and also it has this sort of like dark humor winking of like, oh, you're this employee, quote unquote, of a horrible capitalist company that is sending employees to unpopulated planets to completely decimate and ravage the natural beauty by extracting everything of value and then shipping it back to Fix-It headquarters. Fix-It being the company name. And so like that sort of grim premise makes for a really funny game because like your whole purpose is just to be a corporate slave. So it very naturally fit for me.
It's like living real life, but in
Yeah.
game world.
It's like working in your free time, which is it's the grind. It's, you know, got to keep that grind on.
Gotta grind them beans to make the bones of my bread and whatnot.
And the end game result, the final achievement is once you've like completely conquered the world, you have extracted all things of value and polluted the atmosphere and just killed all the wildlife and cut down all the trees, you get an Employee of the Planet gold mug.
Beautiful.
So it's yeah, it's great. That's what I'm gunning
Beautiful.
for. I've gotten all the achievements, just need to get that last one. Gotta get that mug. What else am I gonna drink coffee out of? My
not the
cupped
skulls
hands.
of the Oh yeah, your cup hands. I was gonna go with skulls of the hogs that you're apparently slaughtering, but I guess you're not saving those. You're just
No, well, so the hogs, when you slaughter them, they drop spare ribs, and then you can chuck them into one of the machines that you can build, and it grinds it up into alien protein, and then you can use the alien protein for other stuff.
nice. That's beautiful. Circle of life stuff right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Grinds us all.
To mash up the slug into a power shell.
Mash that slug.
Yeah.
I think I am going to draw while I am.
Yeah, what are you
Where's
drawing?
the
I was about to
slug?
ask.
I am drawing my character Dorian in a field of lavender because it smells like his husband. He's very happy about
Aww. That's sweet.
it. Because my friend went to a lavender festival today. And I was like,
Oh.
oh, you should take a picture of like the lavender and I'll draw Dorian in it. 'Cause it smells
This is a
like
lavender festival. Like,
in
is it in a field of lavender?
It looks like it's in a field of lavender. There's
Okay.
lavender growing out of the ground and things.
That's cool.
So I'm just drawing him on her picture that she took. Bring me back a picture and I will draw upon it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some indie game development, or rather, I have just started as of last night, toying around with just making a couple small JavaScript games. And I quickly realized most of game development is drawing, because,
Oh,
I mean, you have the logic of the game and all that, but you need all the character sprites, and it's not just like a single image. I mean, it can be if you want to have a shitty game, but
yeah.
you need to like draw animation frames for when your little guy is walking or jumping or punching pigs, hogs, you
Yep.
know, all of those things.
Covering them into little pieces. Yep.
Hog Basher 3000 out now.
Dash your hogs upon the rocks of civilization. Yeah, you guys have all your little arts and things.
Yeah, so I am glad that I have a tablet with a pen, so I can sort of doodle on that.
Do you have the iPad? I
Pad
am
of
doodling
eyes.
on. I have the pad of eyes. I am doodling on the pad of eyes as we speak.
You find it to be roughly equivalent to pen and paper, or do you still prefer pen
Better.
and paper?
No,
Better?
it's better than pen and paper. Well, it's so much better than pen and paper because I can like resize things when I draw them the wrong size. Like I'll do hands way too big most of the time. I'm like, oh, those aren't even yaoi hands at this point. This is like
Wait, are yaoi hands small or smaller
No,
than
they're-
they should be?
yaoi hands are like usually like, oh, they have really big, like especially the classic 90s clamp hand. I don't know, big hands. I'm like, these are too big. These are like bigger than this person's skull. I've gone too far. It's not an intentional stylistic choice. This was accidental. You need to dial it
Gigantic
down.
lobster claw hands.
Well, and pretty cool. Yeah, like I got my references here on the tablet. It's easy to erase and redo stuff and make it better.
I have found I really like drawing on the tablet because I can add like a reference image directly under and then just draw on a separate layer on top of it, and that has done wonders for my alleged creative ability, because I can just sort of make a mashup of a bunch of different images and then trace over different pieces and end up with what I'm trying to draw.
Yep, that's what I started with. I would have my reference image on one side of the picture, on one side of my canvas, and I would trace like the outline of the reference image, and then I would draw looking at that because I wanted to try and get to where I could just draw it myself.
Yeah,
But
I can't get to that point.
yes,
I can
you
copy
can.
others.
You just need to draw every day for like 2 years straight. I've drawn something every day since March 31st, 2020 now.
Wow.
You just, I think I saw a tweet online. You just RNG that shit. Eventually, you're gonna make some art that's good. Most of it won't be, but some of it. Random number generator, baby. Eventually, you'll get some art that looks good.
RNG, what, like a concept?
Like the whole concept of drawing.
So like you just roll a die and then it says like
I'm
draw
rolling-
this.
I'm rolling the cosmic die of me doing a drawing every day.
Oh, okay.
And some days it'll be a good drawing, and many days it won't be a good drawing. But
you don't get a
Maybe
prompt.
it's
You
good
just
or
sort of draw whatever's on your
I
mind.
like that though. Yeah, I'll draw what's on my mind, or I'll ask my friend. I'll be like, "What should I draw?" And she'll say, "Oh, you should draw this." And then boom, I draw this. Whatever this is. Whatever concept haunts my tortured soul at that moment.
The life of an artist.
Portrait of the artist as a young garbage disposal. I don't know.
How's your non-artistic work going? Your money job.
Oh, it's whatever. It's boring. I mean, it's not boring, but it's a capitalist job, and I
It
do
is
it,
a
and
job.
I do it well. It is a job. I do it well. People like me. I'm knowledgeable.
That's
all
good.
Stuff.
I think
Yeah.
last I heard you had gotten a promotion.
Yes. I am
Congrats
in.
again on that.
Thank you. I'm in a different department now. That I can control my own schedule. When
Oh,
I want to meet with people and all that good stuff. So it's not like me sitting around waiting for people to call and do customer support. I get to do all this proactive reach outs and stuff.
oh, that is much nicer situation then. I didn't realize you were doing like at the whim of others having to deal with phone calls.
Yeah, before I was like tier 2 level support. I was still dealing with incoming calls and helping the tier 1 support people.
And that's spelled not like tier as in you're crying, but tiers in like levels.
Yes, tiers and levels and layers of cakes, not tiers and my endless tears as I suffer through this.
Right. Listening to
Yes.
the. Now I'm pretty sure I downloaded the internet, but I still can't get it to open.
Well, I did have someone yell at me because I used the term browser. I asked what browser they were using.
I mean, that's a 4-letter word.
And they were like, I don't know what browser means. Stop using that word. I don't know what it means. I'm like,
Do I
know what
look
else
like
to
I know
call
what a
it?
JPEG is?
what else to call it?
Oh Lord.
It's fine. Yeah, I wanted to draw right now because the game I'm playing is like all full of lore and plot points and things.
This is the Fire Emblem game?
Yes. Which I was gonna start playing last Friday, but then the world was terrible, so
Oh yeah.
I was too distracted to do my Fire Emblem playing like I wanted.
But yep, everything sucked.
Everything sucked, and it's
Getting worse.
sucks, and it's getting worse. Everything is bad and continues to get worse. The more we learn about things, the worse we find out they were. It's great.
Somehow that's the least bad it will ever be again.
The least bad things is when we didn't know the full extent of how bad everything was.
Right.
Yay.
Oh good.
Every conversation, it's like, well, how are you except for everything? Or like at work, it's like I'm starting these emails when I'm reaching out to people. It's like, I hope you're doing well, except everything is terrible. So like,
I know how absurd that sounds.
we're just gonna pretend that we live in a little world where all we care about is the software. We're
Spreadsheets.
just gonna pretend.
Yes.
Spreadsheets. We're just gonna pretend.
Very meeting.
Little pretend world.
Much Microsoft.
Very programs. It is. It's just so. It's so absurd. That is not how that arm should look. Do 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 do. Erase, erase, erase. Whoops, too much.
My checklist for what I'm gonna do is build a radar tower, which I just did,
Mhm.
and
Good job.
then I need to build a rifle. Because there is
Okay.
a school of tiny baby
Children.
hogs that needs to be
Okay.
taken care. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. Sorry, very dark. No, the
Welcome
rifle is
to America.
helpful with
Ooh,
taking care of hogs from a
babies. What?
distance.
Oh,
And there are
the
other animals
rifle.
in this game too, not just hogs.
There are other animals to ruthlessly slaughter in this game. It's not
Seriously
just
though,
hogs.
there are some animals that you're like, holy shit, I need several rifles. There's like these giant moose-sized spiders that
Oh,
will jump like 20 feet away from you at you and spit poison, and they are absolutely terrifying. And they only come out at night.
nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So first time you encounter those, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and change my pants, and then we're gonna figure out how to deal with this.
Beautiful. Reminds me of the first time I got tarantula in Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, man, I haven't played Animal Crossing. Too long.
I'll say I briefly went back to my island just to see how things were going. I figured it would have like devolved into anarchy and there'd be like fires, and when they
Yeah.
saw me, they would be like kill the bourgeoisie or something.
Yeah.
They would all come to murder me, but
Had it not?
I mean, it did not. There were a lot of flowers everywhere, and there were a lot of weeds everywhere,
They legalized
and
weeds. Mm.
they legalized weeds, which is nice. Very proud of them for that. I did not talk to any of my villagers because I couldn't deal with the crippling guilt of them being like, "Oh, we haven't seen you in a
Oh
while."
yeah, I know that that's what they do, and that makes me not want to ever open it again, which just
Right?
worsens it.
So I was like, I'll just not talk to them because that makes it better. They just see me running around. They're like, "Oh, there's my friend who's not talking to me." Okay, it's fine.
Well, maybe if you
It's
weren't so
fine.
fucking passive aggressive, then I would talk to you.
Right? We're gonna do a lazy job of coloring this picture. One of the most exciting developments in my artistic style is when I gave up on thinking that I had to do line art. I
Uh,
was like,
you gave up on it as in like you just draw without doing the line part first?
well, no, like I do scribbly, like it's all very scribbly looking,
Okay.
but like I don't have to make clean line art lines. I can just start coloring this scribbly mess that I've made.
Oh,
And there's no like art police that are gonna be like, "What are you doing?
certainly
You
not.
need to make lines and line art." It's like,
This is
no,
not
I'm doing this.
monetizable.
This is not. This is not, because that's the society we live in. This is for my own entertainment, and it can be as messy as I want it to be,
Nice.
and it is.
I appreciate that approach. I'm trying to embrace that more. I
Mhm.
stopped doing a lot of side projects around my house, and I used to love just sort of doing handyman work. But I
Mhm.
got into this like mental block where I was like, if I start this, I'm probably not gonna be able to finish it in one go, and then it's gonna sit unfinished forever, and then it'll just be something that I resent and hate to look at as this like unfinished construction site. Or I'll start it and I'll fuck it up, and then I'll have to go pay somebody to fix it, and I don't want to have to do that, so I'm not even going to start it. And so like this mental state was like severely impeding my ability to do pretty much anything, to start anything. And I was just like,
Mhm.
can't. But I'm starting
Mhm.
to just be like, fuck it, just doing stuff
Yep.
again. So, and
Yay!
it hasn't been terrible.
Yay! Yeah. Yeah. I just do. Whatever.
Just do shit.
Just do shit. Some shit that's done.
I feel like a sneaker
It's better
company
than
told me that.
Just do shit. That's definitely the slogan.
There was I don't know if I told you this, there was a story that I read about, like, this was during the beginning of the pandemic, but basically, like, everyone was freaking out, and, like, how everyone was just sort of, like, paralyzed with fear and what's going to happen, and this one person was talking about, like, you know, it can feel overwhelming, and it can, like, cause everything to just sort of feel too much, but, just do what you can, even if it's like not the optimum thing to do. So like, you know, you don't have to wash the dishes perfectly if you just put them in the dishwasher and have to run the dishwasher multiple times on the same set of dishes. Hey, you still got the dishes done, so like, it's fine. Just do what you can and accept that, like, yeah, it might not be the perfect way to do it, but it's what you could do. And I was like, oh yeah, I really like that.
Yes. I have lots of little inspiration memes like that saved, especially around art and creative stuff. Like, just do the thing. Just do the thing. You can edit. You can't edit a blank page. So that's why I've been doing the writing.
That's I'm stealing that.
Yes. Well, it's not mine, so steal away.
All right, but I'm giving you credit for it.
All right.
My friend Liz once said,
I'm
can't
complicit
edit
in this stuff now.
Oh, I couldn't find you on the call initially because on Facebook, oh well, your married last name is on Facebook, but on Messenger, your maiden name is the only thing on Messenger, so it hasn't like synced for some reason.
Well, I've got my display name on Facebook it displays our new combined, well, it's not combined married name. We both picked a different one, so. But like Facebook wouldn't let me change it to have SE. So it wouldn't let me do SE last name.
Huh.
Even though I'm currently SE previous last name.
Yeah.
It's like
they probably added some restriction after you did it.
Yeah, they probably looked at me and they were like, never again.
Just we'll get her the next time she changes her name.
Nope. I'm like, nope. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it as my previous name.
You underestimate my stubbornness.
Yeah, I don't really use Facebook like that. I don't care if people can't find me. It does not bother me.
Yeah, all you're doing is hurting yourself, Facebook.
Ha. Oh, but I like having it like the SE because some people know me with my first name, some people know me with my middle name, and I don't want to have to like choose one that has priority over the other.
Well, what it comes down to is you should be able to use the name that you want to use. There shouldn't be restrictions on how you call yourself on a website that purports to be about your identity. It's like, come on now. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ha! Found oil.
Okay, America.
That is gonna be great. I'm gonna be able to just completely block out the sun over here. It's gonna get so fucking hot.
Yay, everything's ruined.
There's gonna be so many dead hogs.
This is just gonna be beautiful. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I forget how to have human interactions to like ask people appropriate questions.
I do the exact same thing. I realized like several days after I had a conversation with somebody, and I'm like, oh, they asked me about what I'm going to be doing this weekend, and I didn't ask them. Mainly because I didn't care, but I should have cared. Should have pretended.
You're supposed to pretend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've mostly been playing games, trying to stream more, and get like a following. I just enjoy sort of like being able to talk about games while other people are like fans of the game as well. So it's been not great. I can't get people to watch me play a single player game, go figure. But it's fine. I still have fun. And
Well, that's the important thing.
it consumes hard drive space in the world, so I've made my mark.
Wonderful.
But yeah, let's see, married my husband way back in April, and then, Bandit's not doing so well. He's pretty sick now.
Puppy.
He can't really stand up on his own, so we've taken him to the vet. We're trying to do everything we can to just like keep him comfortable, but the vet basically said, yeah, there isn't really anything we can do. It's just, end times for Bandit's little body. So that's sad, but
Sad.
we knew the day was gonna come eventually. We're just glad we got so much time with Bandit that we did have.
Yeah.
And Bandit's had a good life. He's gotten to go North Carolina, New York City, Seattle, all over the world. He's been a little jet setter. Well,
So he's been
all over the
hella-
U.S.
Hella cosmopolitan
Yeah,
with his little dog life.
yeah. He got to tremble and cower in all of those cities.
He's my dog's favorite dog. I don't think she's liked another dog as much as she liked Bandit.
Aw. Oh, how is Thora?
She is still insane.
Well, good. I mean, I would want it
That
no
is-
other way.
That has not changed. She's developed a fear of fireworks and thunder because one of our asshole Trump-loving neighbors set off like real grade fireworks in the little like drainage area behind the townhouses. So it's like exploding right over our house. And I'm
What?
like, why can't
Really?
it explode down your throat?
What's even the
Yeah.
point of that other than endangering the lives of people around you?
Well, he's Republican, so that's the point.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't blame Thora. I would feel that kind of fear too.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, it's that guy.
It's that guy. Thanks for ruining my dog. She was previously not bothered by storms, loud noises. She was
Aw.
totally fine, and now she's ruined. So good job, guy. I hope you die promptly.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed, but I hope it's painful. I hope it's in a humiliating way.
Painful, humiliating, maybe fireworks based, for justice's sake.
Yeah, that's some good karmic retribution.
Yeah. Other than that, she's. Also, the pandemic has like ruined her, so we can't leave her alone.
She's used to
Like,
you
she-
being around all the time.
Right. So now, like, we can't just not be around.
We have the
So
same
she has
thing
to-
with our puppy, Bamboo.
Yeah.
Wait, she
it's-
what?
She has destroyed some like dog crate things.
Oh, so she has like that separation anxiety where she's just like, I'm just gonna start ripping things to shreds until my humans come back.
Yeah.
Maybe if I destroy enough things, they'll come back and
Right.
yell at me.
They'll return if I just escape from this maximum security prison. No, we had to get one of the like super duper dog prisons to contain her in. which works, except when you forget to use the fancy lock and you think that you shut the door, but you didn't fully shut the door.
You can
And then you
outsmart the
come
locks.
home. Well, I guess it was just like she just pushed it open, and that's all she had to do. But we definitely left. The most recent time we left, when we came home, and the dog came out to greet us. It's like, you should not be free.
Like, hey,
How are you?
welcome back. I ordered some pizza.
I know. What have you done, doggy? No, she didn't cause too much mischief that time, but I was like, this. I had apparently failed to adequately secure the dog prison. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I gave up on crates. Bandit hates crates, and so I never wanted to see his like truly tragic expression when he's in there. And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. I gotta do this. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just let you. I'll let you ruin all my furniture. Whatever. It's fine. But he's not much of a chewer, anyways, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she would destroy stuff, so she can't be trusted.
Yeah, Thora definitely has those powerful jaws, at least from what I remember when she was a puppy.
Yes. Alright, this is looking good. Let's put some words on here. Add text.
What do you have? What do you have done?
I've drawn a Dorian. I've drawn a Dorian on top of the picture of Lavender that my friend sent. Now I am. Putting some words on here. I am one of my creative plans. I have many creative plans.
One of them being.
One of them being that I am going to resume drawing that comic that I think I shared with you.
Oh yeah. Cool. I'll look for updates in the Google Doc, as long as it's not like 15,000 pages long.
No, it is not. It is not. It is not. I cannot make that many pages of things.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, it was like one of my friends was like, "Oh my gosh, good job!" I'm like, I don't think it's possible for me to write 15,000 pages of fiction. 15,000 words, yes. I'm up to 15,000 words on this next part of my alleged rom-com. But wow. I say alleged because I don't know how rom-com-y it is. Maybe it's rom-com-y.
I assume that's short for romantic communist.
Yep. Nothing but romance and communist as far as the eye can see.
I kissed him through his bushy Karl Marx beard.
Nobody has beards in this one. I'm so sorry to report. Beards were banned by the Beard Geneva Conventions of 1812. There we go. Alright, we'll send that to my friend. And then I can send it to you. You can see what I just drew. Oh, hang up is not a thing anymore.
Send it over Messenger. I mean, it might crash my computer, but...
delete the Hangouts app. Google. You're whore. Would you do this to me? Lord have mercy. Where is Facebook Messenger on this iPad? Is it even on this iPad, or is it untainted? I mean, Facebook, wonderful.
Excellent product. Very...
Excellent. Very product.
Very consumer. Much data.
Loves us all, and we love unto Zuck. The Zuckening, which is what's going to happen to us all.
The Zuckening. I do like honestly. I am jazzed about the metaverse as a concept, mainly in the concept of like, oh, if you own something tangibly, you have like an official record of owning it everywhere, and so it's like, oh, I don't have to buy the digital version of this book and also the physical copy. If I bought a physical copy, then I can just like have it in the digital realm as well.
I feel like all the talk of the metaverse just makes me want to go live in a tree.
That's fair.
It's emotionally where I'm at.
Aw. This is really sweet. Little heart.
It's messy, messy drawing, but it's fun. I'm doing it for fun. Nobody's controlling me. I can put whatever I want. Whatever I want. And no one shall take his power from me.
Are you doing anything significant for Freedom Day?
No, visiting mother-in-law because her birthday was Friday.
No.
Taking a cake, a H Mart strawberry cream cloud cake
Okay.
that we got today. It's delicious. I love their cakes. Also, I love H Mart because I'm not the only person wearing a mask in there.
Oh, that is nice. I'm not familiar with H Mart. Is that like that's what Harris Teeter became, or is it something different?
No, it's something different. No. And Harris Teeter would just be regular. It's an Asian grocery store.
Oh.
I don't know what the H stands for. Hell yeah. It stands for hell yeah. H Mart.
Cool.
I don't know about H Mart Internet.
I have not heard of this this brand. In the like Asian supermarket that my husband shops at a lot is Wijimaya, I think. It's like a Japanese name. But they didn't make it easy for white people. So they're just like, yep, this is what it's going to be called, so deal with it.
Deal with it.
They put on their sunglasses and walked away.
The H stands for a phrase I'm not going to try and pronounce because I don't know how Korean syllables go. But it's a Korean phrase that roughly translates to one armful of groceries.
Oh, that's actually really cute.
Yeah. Specializes in Asian food. And they have like one of those food courts. It's got all the deliciousness.
Oh.
Fresh and all the grocery part, and they have a little tout le jour bakery. See, I know French. I need to learn Korean. I just need to learn all the languages of the world instead of useless ones like French.
Yeah, that's the old world.
That's the old world. We're done with that world. The old world is dying. The new world
Yeah.
struggles to be born. Now is a time of monsters, etc., etc.
Yes, etc., etc.
Etc., etc.
I'm still trying to learn Mandarin with Duolingo, and that's still not going well.
No.
I can say like, what is their phone number? And
That's useful.
Yep. And then
Can you
like,
understand what the reply is?
no. I also know how to say that restaurant doesn't have a bathroom.
It's an exciting journey.
But if it
that
does
you're
have a
gonna get to
bathroom,
take.
I have no idea.
If there's a bathroom, you don't need to tell anybody
I
about
am
it.
fucked.
You
Hey,
keep
everyone,
that
there's a
shit
bathroom in
secret.
that restaurant.
You keep that shit secret. You don't tell anybody.
That is classified proprietary restaurant information.
Yeah. Not for distribution. Not for distribution. I have many creativity projects. I'm gonna start doing
Nice.
the comic again 1 year after I started, so that would be July 5th is my plan, is to start drawing that again. The rom-com, which I'm up to 28,000 words total on.
Wow.
I need to eventually edit the novel I wrote last National Novel Writing Month.
Are you gonna sell it as a screenplay? Get it made?
No. No one's gonna buy anything that I've written. I just need it to exist.
Did you know that 50 Shades of Grey originally started as a Twilight fanfic?
Jesus Christ, yes I do. It's unfortunate. Everything is unfortunate. This whole reality we live in is unfortunate.
I
And that fact is also
literally thought
unfortunate.
that was fake. I was like, there's no way that's true.
Yes, 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 yes.
That blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It also explains why that... I mean, I never read the story, but it just... Everything that I know about it I've learned against my will, and everything I know
Yes.
about it just seems so horribly misogynist and like...
Yes.
just like hetero-patriarchal. Is just like, oh my god.
Ugh. Ugh. Terrible. Do you watch the animes? Do you watch animes of any kind?
They made animes of 50 Shades of Grey?
No. I'm dead. That's dead to me now, and I'm moving on in my
Okay,
brain
new
for things
topic.
that I do like. No, I don't want to. I don't want to even think about 50 Shades. My life on Earth is limited, and I want to think about good things and not.
Stop wasting my life
shit.
energy with this conversation. Okay.
Stop dragging my life.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
watch animes. The most recent one I watched, Junru and I watched Katseguri on Netflix. It's like this this high school that's attended by only the super wealthy elites children, and they are all addicted to gambling, and so like everybody in the school has like a running tally of wagers of like, oh, this person is X billion yen in debt to this person, and if you're in debt and can't pay it, then you like get this humiliating title, and if you're like the best gambler, then you're like the prom king or queen. And the main character is this girl who is like really good at gambling, but it's not because she's talented. She's just like literally insane and like obsessed with the danger of risking it all and potentially losing everything, and she's like, I just love it, and she's like weirdly erotic about it. Junru showed it to me at first, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then after like 2 or 3 episodes, I was like, okay, this is a really good show. Like, I like how
Nice.
utterly demented it is, because everybody in this school is just so hooked on gambling about anything. Like Russian roulette is one of the games that they play, and
Nice.
they wager like
tasty.
billions of dollars on whether they should keep going, and it's just like, holy shit.
Absolutely. Well, no, there was the mental connection was you said the phrase hetero patriarchal blah blah blah,
Uh-huh.
and my mind was like, I hate that. And then the connection was, oh, but there is like one hetero ship that I have enjoyed in an anime that I watched recently. I'm like, this is very rare that I'm like, oh, I like this ship, and it's a hetero ship. And then that's how my brain went from the phrase
Sure.
hetero patriarchal bullshit. I felt like I had to explain myself. There
Okay.
was connections there. It was connected. I just didn't. The connections didn't come out of my word mouth.
Honestly, I
They're
didn't
all-
question it. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck that franchise.
What
Spy
animes
X
are you
Family.
watching right now?
So Spy X Family on Crunchyroll
Oh, I have
Is-
Crunchyroll, so I'll give it a check it out.
that's super adorable. This spy, his mission is he basically has to have a fake family, and I don't know. It's great. Just watch it. Just watch it. I don't
Spy
even,
X
I can't
Family.
describe things. hmm
Okay. It's not related to like Hunter x Hunter, is it?
No, there are no hunters. There's no one even named Hunter, as far as I know.
No waspy 8 feet tall children named Hunter
No.
from Connecticut. That's what I imagine when I think of somebody named Hunter. I think of like a 6'4" blonde man who's like
Yeah.
built like a Goliath,
Yeah. I think that's
whose
accurate.
daddy will sue me.
Yes. No, it is not. It is not any of that. No. Spy X Family is adorable.
One show on Crunchyroll I watched a while ago was I'm Just a Spider.
Oh, I'm reading those light novels.
Oh, really?
I think
how
so.
how are the novels? Because the anime, I really liked it the first like 6 episodes, and then it stopped being about the girl who got reincarnated as like a low-level dungeon monster, and then ended up becoming
Okay,
like the Antichrist.
Yes. I don't know how the anime goes with how it follows along, but I like the light novels. They're fun, and they kind of switch back and forth between like the spider and some of the other
Yeah.
people who got reincarnated. And
Honestly, I don't care about the other people who got reincarnated. I'm just like, I want to see her level up and become like absurdly powerful based on just grinding her way through this miserable situation.
yes.
And so I need to pick that back up because I think I'm on like episode 8 or so. And it was like really heavy in the other side of thing, explaining the world, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this right now. But maybe I should try and care to understand the full picture.
Yeah, I feel like it goes faster, I think, reading it than having to watch it, probably. So that is an advantage of the reading portion. I need to watch all of season 4 of Stranger Things, but like the fact that every episode is like an hour long, I'm like, I don't have the attention span to sit down and watch 8 movies.
Who do you think I am?
Who do you think I am? Someone with a well-regulated brain? Absolutely not.
It's 2022. We are all mentally ill.
Yes.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple episodes into Stranger Things, but I'm in the same boat where I'm just like, I have to be in a real special sort of mood to watch that sort of, like, it's a bit of a bummer. Like, I mean, it's scary and like everything is decaying and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, that's sort of like too close to home right now. I gotta be really having that effective day with my antidepressants to want to jump on that ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how it ends yet.
I don't know anything about this season, really.
Luckily, I haven't seen any real spoilers online, so yeah, no.
I don't know
issue.
how long the spoiler ban will last before people start
They
spoiling like meat left out in the sun.
One of the important things about this game is precise right angles when you are running pipes, electrical wire, all of those things. Otherwise, your factory just looks like a pile of spaghetti, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants a spaghetti factory.
I mean, the Italians would, but other than them, nobody.
Listen here, we don't tolerate racism on this channel.
We don't talk about Italians on this channel, okay?
We don't tolerate Italians on this channel. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what the hit song was. We don't talk about Italians. Bruno? He's Italian, right? No. It's an Italian name, maybe.
Yeah.
Also, in addition.
Yes, such as and like.
Have you watched Our Flag Means Death?
Oh yes, I started watching that. I was like unsure. I was like, okay, so he's this foppish noble. Is this sort of like a gay caricature that I'm like not really digging? But then by the end of the first episode, I was like, okay, this is hilarious.
Yes.
That he accidentally killed his rival. It's like, maybe he's just knocked unconscious or something like that. The sword is just through his entire skull. Yeah, that definitely got me cackling.
Yes, I love Our Flag Means Death. I'm so excited that it got renewed for another season.
Oh, did it? Okay, good.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
It
There will be
is-
a season 2.
It's always a challenge trying to find a show that both Junru and I can enjoy because we have different senses of humor. Meaning, I have one and he does not. So no, he finds different things funny than I do. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm watching a bunch of Always Sunny in Philadelphia because they have all of those seasons on Hulu. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't watched this show in quite a long time. I'm just like burning through those, and he does not find watching horrible people do horrible things very funny.
It is funny though. Well, we have
It
similar
is.
senses of humor, so it's fun.
Yeah, that's why we get
Um,
along.
Yes. Oh, and what about What We Do in the Shadows? Do you
Oh
watch
yeah.
that? Oh my
When is the next season coming out? Because I literally can't wait.
July 12th, and I am not going to be normal at all about it. I'm so excited for more of, like, all of them, but I love Guillermo so much. So much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
just ate a Tootsie Roll, so now I probably sound like I have
It's
a mouthful of
fine.
blah.
Everyone likes wet mouth sounds.
Sorry, I looked over at the Tootsie Roll, so I was like, you know what's a good idea? That right now.
Yeah, no need to edit your actions. It's all about self-expression.
Myself is expressed through the chewing of a Tootsie Roll. But yes.
Okay, good. So that's coming up real soon. Yeah, I tried to get Junru into Shadows, and he was just like, I don't... Why are they so bad at being vampires? I'm like, I mean, that's the funny part. Like, I just feel sad for them.
Hilarious. I love them. When I saw, I think Tropical Storm Colin formed overnight over here on this coast.
Oh yeah, my
Off the
parents
coast.
said they survived a tropical storm, and I'm like, I wasn't even aware that you needed to do that.
It just like popped up overnight, and I was like, damn it, Colin Robinson.
Fucking energy hurricane.
Mm-hmm. That's why they had to survive, obviously. Can't wait for Good Omens season 2 to come out. I don't know when. That one doesn't have an announced date, but I'm excited about it. More things for me to not be normal about. I say as if I'm normal about anything. I am not. I don't know. But if there's one
Certainly
thing
not
I've
me,
learned...
but
Yeah, no, if there's one thing I've learned through this pandemic, it's that the answer is not me.
yeah.
Let's see, I had some baby birds in my door wreath.
Oh, that's really cute. Or is that annoying?
It was cute. It was cute
Okay.
to watch them from being 4 eggs to they hatched and they looked like uncooked chicken. Fresh baby birds are very hideous.
Savory? Oh, hideous.
No, hideous. I didn't eat them. They're just ugly. And all 4 of them flew off. And one of them seems to have preemptively re-entered the food chain, which happens.
Aw,
But, you know, you can't be mad at, like,
nature.
nature. Like, well, the hawk deserves to live too, or whatever got it. I don't know what got it, but I was like, well, you tried. You played the game and you lost. Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Trying to decide what I want to draw next, or if I want to color a picture that I already have. I have to actually put in this effort. Do I feel like putting in this effort? Oh.
E fart.
You fart. You fart. Sounds like just doing the most here. Wee. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. You fart sounds like it should be a subsidiary of like Walmart.
Another place I would refuse to shop.
Go back and eat fart. For all of your electronic farting needs.
Our wages mean death.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. That was bad news. What are you doing? My cat is like stampeding around behind me.
Your cat Toby?
Yes. She is still
Kicking.
kicking. Standing on me, not standing on me right now, but in general she likes to stand on me.
Well, who wouldn't like to do that?
Right? I'm very surface to be stood on.
Yeah, otherwise they can't stand you.
Yeah.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. For these and more fantastic jokes, please order our new
Be
deluxe
sure and
joke
like and
manual.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe to my existence.
Did you see that girl's TikTok where she was like, I did not realize that the abbreviation for if you know, IYKYK, stood for if you know. I just always read that as yuck, 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 yuck. It's like, that's so stupid.
Amazing.
But now I'm always gonna think that. So like the insanity of somebody being like, oh, yuck, 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 and then saying something about if you know. Like, okay. Truly crazy pants.
I love it. Oh, shit. Oops. What else have I done? Stupid conveyor belt. I set up one of those Ko-fi accounts.
I know that,
It-
but I don't know it.
It is one of those things where people can give you monies
Oh,
for like making arts.
well. Didn't want to start an OnlyFans?
No. That sounds like too much. Everything sounds like too much effort. To be fair,
Patreon is
opinion.
another one. Okay, so Ko-fi is yet another platform you can get paid.
yeah, and take commissions and stuff on.
Nice.
Giving that a try.
What happened to DeviantArt? Didn't they do something with that too?
Does DeviantArt have a commissioning option?
I thought so. I remember I clicked on a Tumblr of some like interesting drawings, and it was like, oh yeah, if you want to see the full nudity version of this, you can buy the prints or whatever. And I was like, oh damn.
Oh la la. Oh la la.
But yeah. It's kind of sad. Everything about the internet is now being fully monetized as like, I will do this, but you can't see this content for free anymore. Whereas like 20 years ago when we were all just clamoring onto the internet, we were like, look at all this stuff I can do.
Yeah, but you're also like 10, 15 years old at the time, so you didn't need money. Now it's like, oh,
True.
I am a crusty adult, and I live in a
Have to
late
work.
stage capitalist dystopia,
Yeah.
and I would love to spend all day making creative things and drawing and writing, but my society has decided that that's not valuable. So instead, I am going to go do a job and I am going to try and spend what little free time is mine making things. And maybe among that, I will get some money for it. Um,
Yeah. It's just, yeah,
Thanks.
I definitely take your point. It's like, it's such a bummer. Like, one of the things that I talk about ad nauseum, I guess, is how I feel like the biggest driver of innovation is leisure time, like the ability to have hobbies and have spare money, like to tinker and to do shit that you personally find fascinating.
hmm
And sure, not all of that is going to be driven towards something that ends up producing some new revelation, and that's okay. If people
hmm
want to just slack off, that's fine. But also, like the Wright brothers and all other sorts of inventions in the early 1900s came from people who worked at like these menial jobs doing something very unexciting, but they paid well enough that they could like buy motors and stuff and invent an airplane. And it's like that would not be possible in today's economy. People are working multiple jobs and literally just coming home to sleep, and they don't have any time for hobbies and don't have any spare cash to like try things, and that's really sad.
It's really sad. Only the wealthy get to do that now.
Yeah, and they're too busy doing drugs and figuring out how to screw us over, and so they're not inventing anything new, just misery.
New ways to be miserable
Misery
from
acquired.
your capitalist overlords.
Yeah. I do love how like everyone is basically communist, and still we hear from every single politician about how leftism is like unpopular and like a fringe opinion. And it's like, really? Because literally everyone I speak to is like pro all of these policies. These seem like common sense, not some sort of extremist mindset.
hmm
But maybe that's what the echo chamber means.
Out here in real America, we don't care about your not murdering everyone everywhere all the time. Yeah,
That,
well, if it's any consolation, I'm not getting any money yet for having the
oh right, that's
ability
what we were
to
talking about.
commission.
Send
am
me
not
send me a link to your
actually-
Ko-fi. I'll subscribe or whatever it is.
Like or tweet or
Yeah.
stare at into the abyss.
Oh, buy a coffee, and that's why it's called coffee.
Coffee, Kofi, I don't know. I should know if I'm using this platform, but guess what?
You
I
don't
don't.
have to know anything. Just take the
I
money
sure
and
don't.
run.
Do that. Oh God, I saw a thing where it was like, oh, people on a Delta flight were offered like $10,000 to if they would, because it was an overbooked flight, if they would
Yeah.
take the next flight. I was like, hot damn. Oh.
Who would turn that
if
down? $10,000?
I don't know.
I don't
I'd
have
be
to be
like-
anywhere that badly.
Like, oh, am I gonna miss a funeral? What? Like they're gonna get more dead? They're already
Yeah.
dead. It's fine.
What are they gonna
you
do?
know what?
Haunt me? Then I can say bye then.
Yeah. It's see, perfect. Win-win.
I'll buy a ghost vacuum with my $10,000.
Yeah, I
Want this?
I would take that up so fast. I'd be like, you know what? You can see me in a day. You cannot see me today unless you were going to pay me more than $10,000. Because they're going to pay me $10,000 to stay here today. So,
Yeah, I saw that headline and I was like, That just sounds insane. Like there must be some catch or there's some other thing. I don't even. I was like, I don't care enough to click. Oh, are you watching Centaur World on Netflix?
No, what is that?
It's an animated show that has, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's about like this war horse and her rider get separated. The war horse falls into this portal to another realm, and the rider is in this sort of like realistic war-torn world. And it basically follows this horse that can talk, and she's in this other realm that is super cartoony, and it's all full of everything tars. So there's like bird tars and llama tars and, you know, everything tar, like any sort of animal tar, mole tars. And yeah, it's just the horse is just trying to get back to her rider. Because she's like, oh, my rider, like it's our bond is paramount, and like I'm just trying to find my way back. And she makes friends with this band of very goofy giraffe tars and llama tars and that sort of stuff, and it's just very insane and bizarre and silly, but it's also pretty cute, and it's a good story. I really enjoyed season 1, and they just made season 2, and so I'm starting to watch that. But the animation is also very silly. It reminds me of Adventure Time, so
Nice.
I thought you might enjoy watching that too.
Let me put that on my list. Here.
I know what that means. When everybody says that, they're just saying, I will acknowledge that you told me about something, but I will
Well,
never...
no, see, I actually keep lists of intentions, like, of things that I want to actually watch. If I'd said nothing, that means I am not going to remember it. I am not going to consider it. It's gone, because I don't remember anything. If I don't write it down, it's gone. It's dead. It's never, like,
evaporated.
Never happened.
To the ether.
It evaporated. It evaporated into the ether because I do not remember anything. I have a terrible memory.
I used to have such a good memory, but now I am the exact same way. It's like if somebody interrupts the conversation that I was just having when I committed to doing something, and then like somebody else taps my shoulder, I basically am doomed to never follow through on whatever that commitment was, because I was like, yep, that interrupt just caused all of that work to vanish.
Shit's gone now. Shit is gone. Yeah, I have my lists of intentions of things to like read and watch. I finally watched Promare, which is like from fucking 2019. That's fine.
That
Time
sounds
has
like
remaining anyway.
yesterday, but yeah, I guess that's a couple years ago now.
Yep. Time still was happening technically, apparently, over the past several years.
Honestly, we
despite
made
seeming
time
like
up.
it
We
shouldn't
could
have.
literally just say, "Hey, it's 2020."
Yeah, it's 2020. You know what? We're just gonna try this again. Let's see if it goes better this time.
Do over.
Do over. Oh yeah, but I finally watched Promare. That was on my list.
I don't know what that is.
It's this like anime about these people called the Burnish who have like spontaneous combustion powers or something. I don't know. It's got a cute gay little man in it. I'm like, that sounds beautiful. I'll watch it for that. And yeah, it was good. It was adorable. It was interesting, strange. I love the art and the music, which is fun. It was like all these pretty colors, pretty shapes. Got a lot of pretty shapes going on here. I am not good at rendering colors, like coloring things in color with colors. That is not my forte for
Is
drawing. But
Procreate not helping you, or whatever your iPad device is using?
I mean, yeah, but I gotta actually do it. Like, I have to do the coloring and stuff. Like,
Oh,
If I don't
just
like
like
how I'm doing it, like, yeah, I don't like the, I don't know, I don't like my brush strokes. I don't like the style. I don't know. It's hard. Art is hard. Everything is hard. Can't decide how smooth I want things to be. Life is
struggle bus.
Mm-hmm. This is why most of the things I do are just scribbles.
And
Oh, buddy.
he has taken to vocalizing when he's feeling especially lonely or just like he's not getting enough attention.
Aw.
He's lying on my feet and just, hey, pay attention to me.
Aw. Don't. Like, this is okay. What I've got going on here, this is okay, but it could be better. But I don't know how to make it better. So there's that. There's that problem. This is why most of my drawings aren't like I said. I've drawn something every day since like a billion years ago.
Yeah?
But it's not like, oh, I made a full color art rendered piece.
Right. It's just the practice of it doesn't have to be refined. It's just you perform the exercise.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I haven't really gotten better at necessarily coloring things because I don't do it as much as I do the scribbles. I'm pretty good at the scribble. I can bust out a scribble pretty quickly.
Scribble up a
this
storm.
point. I can scribble up a storm. Like, usually most of my little quick scribbles will take like 15 minutes
Nice.
to have something decent. And the coloring things, that's difficult. There's in my commissions, if anyone were so ever to choose them,
Mm-hmm.
there are not options for me to color things because even though I am theoretically capable of coloring things, I'm like, there's not enough money someone could pay me to want to do it. And then the end result is not even really necessarily going to be that good for what they're going to have to pay to make me want to do it. So in everybody's interest, I'm not going to offer that as an option.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was
I
a
mean, you could always
revelation
list
when I
it
realized
and set it at like $1 billion. Be like, I guess I'll become a billionaire for it.
Yeah. No, I didn't even. I'm just like, nope. Your choices are no. You don't have that as a choice.
Your choices are no. End of list.
No. End of list. You cannot have this. If you want it, you can learn to draw for yourself. It's not gonna come from me. Aw, baby, puppy. Pay attention. What my cat will do if I'm playing my video game,
Mm-hmm.
I'll usually like be playing my Switch, holding it in my human hands as humans do.
Yes. Very
And
much
she
not an
will-
alien, neither of us.
not at all. Right, not at all. And she will come stand on my chest between my face and the Switch.
Excuse me, human, I noticed you're not looking at me.
Yeah, you seem to have not been paying attention to the cat at this exact second. I think you were intending to pay attention to the cat at this
When
second.
will this abuse end?
Mother is cruel. Mother is unfeeling.
I love those comments.
I know. What does a human heart look like? I don't know. It's close enough.
Drawing hearts?
Well, I'm doing a redrawing of a sticker that I made. There's a heart in it. Hold on.
Anatomy
I don't know if
section.
you've seen this one. It's It's words are words. Hold on, I'll just send you this picture. You can't see the redrawing yet because I'm still working on it. I did like stickers of several of my characters for my 2022 planner. There. Send through Messenger Fauci book.
Fauci book.
Fauci book, yeah. Well, I might actually use it if it was Fauci book.
It's beautiful.
That's Isaiah.
What's Isaiah about to do to that glowing heart? I'm worried for the heart.
Yeah, you should be. He is technically a murderer, but he's a nice guy, except for the murdering part. You know how it is.
We can look over that. Yeah, we can overlook that.
We can overlook the dismiss.
What's a little murder between friends?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But I'm doing an updated version of that because he's had lots of nice therapy. Very good for him.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. He's doing much better mentally and emotionally, and so I'm doing one with him smiling, and he looks adorable. He is still a murderer though, but his therapist is not exactly thrilled about that part. But you know,
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do when you're an unlicensed therapist who is also a Mothman?
Not murder people. Just use you.
Tell your patients no, you can't. I mean, he does. I really wish he wouldn't do that. He's like, I'm just not going to tell you about that. How about that? I really wish you would just not do that. You have to agree to disagree on that one, old buddy, old pal. He also has different colored hair now, so I wanted to reflect that.
Oh.
His hair is currently a nice kind of coppery color. Because his, I don't know which one to call it. Evil twin is not quite right, but that worse version of himself, who stole his old body, has that old hair color, so he wants to look different, so that when he looks at himself in the mirror, he doesn't see the bad version of himself, he sees just himself. He's got different colored hair now, and he loves it.
He's a ginge.
He's a ginge. He's adorable. Let's see, hold on. Do I have a picture? Do I have a picture handy? Where's my art stuff? There it is. I did a whole bunch of trying to figure out what color I wanted to change his hair to. This one. Let's do the full spread. His hair.
Oh, wow. He could cut my heart out anytime.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's the full. Me trying to pick what I wanted to change it to.
Oh, wow. Great palette.
I went mad with power. As you do.
As one does.
What color is a human heart found in this? Close enough.
Yes, technically a human heart is white, but since it's usually filled with blood, it shows up as
Blub, 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 blub. Blub. That's good enough.
The developers of this game originally had crystals as a mechanism for letting you speed up your machines to produce faster things, but then they were like, no, that's not quite weird enough, and so they were like, we're changing the crystals to slugs, and so now there are power slugs that you
I love it.
pick up and mash up into slug shards that you then shove into your machines to make the machines produce faster.
Love it. Love it.
I just found a power slug
It is valid.
and mashed it
I
up.
love that idea. I would love to have just a basket full of power slugs speeding up my life.
I would love to, yeah, mash up some power slugs and shove them into my brain. Work.
Work. Function, damn you.
Do the thing that you used to do. Make serotonin.
Make serotonin. Not in this economy. I don't know how all of the drawings I do of Isaiah are super cute. It's just, I don't know. It just happens every time. Every time I draw
Can't
him.
help it.
Can't help it. It's just fucking I have so many. I don't know where to post all of my drawings. They're like all the things.
A lot of webcomics post on Instagram. Some still post on Tumblr. Some do Patreon or Ko-fi, Coffee. All good options.
I don't really have like a web comic though. I just have like, oh, here's some random drawings that I did a bunch of.
Oh, that's fine. There ain't no rules. It's like, oh, this is not a coherent story. Stop posting on this website. And
I was
desist.
thinking, like, I don't know where to post something where you would get to see my arts on a regular basis.
Oh.
If you wanted to see
Instagram.
them.
Yeah, I mean, I check Instagram relentlessly. You don't use? Sounds from the squeals of discomfort.
I don't. I feel like I'd have to make another Instagram. I don't know who else following me on my current Instagram.
Yeah, it's super easy. You just make a separate account, and you don't even have to like log out and log back in, because now they made it so you can switch accounts real easy. I have a separate account for Bandit and Bamboo, and I don't ever have to do the password thing. I just hop between them now because they're all associated together.
No, I have my pin Instagram still,
Oh,
but I like switched to. But I'm like, oh, and Instagram doesn't allow like inappropriate content, does it?
Oh, yes. I see.
Some of these drawings are a little spicy.
Tap it racy. Patreon. I subscribe to a couple dirty comic creators there, and they are totally fine with dicks and butts. Vaginas, though, that is too vulgar.
That is right out. Can't have that. Cannot have that corrupting the youth. Ah! How dare.
Okay, well, maybe that will be a forcing function for me to check Twitter more frequently. I hate the idea of in any way helping Elon Musk, so...
Well, he's not taken over Twitter yet.
Not yet. He's trying to back out of the deal or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god, why are there so many components in this drawing that I have to keep doing all of the pieces of it?
Why am I doing this to myself?
Gosh. Ridiculous. I still have to color the shirt, his bracelet, his knife.
Where's a white shirt?
Ugh.
Done.
No, he's wearing a blue shirt. He's already wearing a blue shirt. I need to like put some texture on it or something. I didn't do this level of rendering on the original. I've done this to these jobs. Oh no! Whoops, wrong button.
Oh.
Just.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it's most unfortunate. Where's the light source in this picture? I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. Light
Nope.
is an illusion. Light is an illusion. Waves, particles, warticles. Nothing has meaning.
I was trying to understand. I was watching YouTube videos about quantum computers, and I was like, so how is this different from a regular computer? And it's just like brain fuckery. Like, well, it just computes all possible solutions, and then the right one magics its way to the answer output. I'm like, okay, but you didn't explain it. You just said a bunch of stuff, and it computes all possible things, but then it chooses the right answer? How does it know which one to choose? It's like, oh, well, don't ask us that. We have no idea.
Magic.
Yeah, that's basically what I hear.
Magic. Yeah, yeah.
Just a bit of nonsense.
Just a bit of nonsense.
Stars.
Start up the nonsense engines.
It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Engines powered by impossibility or the chances of something not happening. The nonsense engine. Things powered by just how absurd the situation is.
We here in America can power it forever.
Yeah. Infinite energy. Speaking of that, I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once a couple months ago, and that is such a cute movie. I loved it. I liked it more than I was expecting to.
I have heard good things about this. Where
Yeah.
does one watch it?
Well, it was in theaters. I imagine it's not
Nope.
anymore.
Nope, I do not want to go in a building or inside of somewhere where I have to breathe other people's air. That's a no-go for me now for the most
Yeah.
part.
Fair. I think it's probably gonna be on a streaming service. I would be surprised if it wasn't.
We talk in my language, streaming service.
Seek it out though, because it's a pretty enjoyable thing. It's
It's
unexpectedly very cute and touching.
it's on my list of intentions,
Okay, good.
which I do get around to eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually. There's just so many things to consume.
Yes, so much media.
Such media, very stories.
Extremely podcast.
The vampire boy keeps not wanting to kill people. Gosh darn him. Like, I wrote the original Meet Cute, I don't know, last year in December-ish, I
Uh-huh.
want to say. And then I was like, okay, if I'm doing this rom-com thing, I want to do it with Theodore as the main character. So I need to like go back into his past and I need to get a better idea of how I need to write some more backstory there so I can kind of get more of his character voice. And then when I did that, he keeps not wanting to kill people. And I'm like, but you're a vampire.
How is that
and
gonna
you
work?
need to. how is that going to work, sir? Because you need blood to live. And it's like, okay, well then just do animal blood then. He's like, no, I don't want to do that either. I'm like, okay, then
Now you're just being difficult.
you're just being difficult. Like, just, no, I'm just gonna be difficult. Okay, that's fine. Everything is fine. You're ridiculous. Can't. One of his solutions is that monthly he goes to a what was it? BDSM live action vampire roleplay sex dungeon. He doesn't kill anyone, but they really love it when he bites people and drinks a little bit of their blood.
Well, that sounds perfect.
I'm like, okay, that's gonna be your main. I decided in this world that vampires need to eat like weekly. Seemed like a reasonable amount, so you don't have to have like too many people that you're having to potentially murder.
Right.
But it's still more pressing than like, oh, once a month I need to go remember to kill a guy.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, that's gonna be once a month. Your sex dungeon thing, that's once a month. You need to keep figuring something out. He's like,
Can't be anorexic. Reminds me of that Tumblr post where the vampire says to the other vampire, "You have to stop turning vegans into vampires," and the other one says, "But they get so mad." So you have to drink blood now.
he wasn't even vegan. I'm like, why are you being so difficult about this? You're a product of my imagination. Just go kill people. And he's like, no, I don't wanna.
That's good though. You have a fully fleshed out character with motives and they have their own wants. They're not just a puppet for you to ragdoll around.
No. Bless his heart or whatever.
Lars his heart.
Bless his heart. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for my reference picture so that I can visually understand the lighting on this knife. That is not what I was looking for.
Love a knife light.
Good old-fashioned knife light.
Honestly, I can't sleep without one.
Right? Feel more comfortable with it. Where did it go? Why did I not put this in my reference folder? Why do I do these things? To be fair, my reference folder is like 3,000 pictures.
Yeah. I have the same problem with memes where I save them all into like a meme folder and it's like, well, now I can't fucking find any of them.
Yep. I just have to like know in my heart what memes it's close to and start scrolling around.
Right.
I have the meme folder, I have the reactions folder, my art folder, and my references folder. My references folder is primarily pictures that would, what is it they like to say, would kill a pilgrim if they saw them? It's about like that. If anything happens to me, my references folder needs to be immediately deleted.
Obliterated.
Nuked into orbit. This cannot be witnessed by other human beings. Thank you. Let's color this knife. This is too dark.
Plotline or the picture?
This picture. Well, this color, this knife blade is too dark. Oh, I know why I closed this reference, because I'm like, I don't actually like how the knife looks in that. I'm going to just reference a different picture. That's why do I do these things?
Alright, that took a while.
You did it. You did it through the
Accomplished.
power of French.
I have a piece of equipment that lets me hover, so now all those animals can't attack me for trying to pull off their world. Which is so much nicer. It becomes much more chill when nothing can really threaten.
For the horrible things you've done.
Right. Ah.
So it turns you into a Republican congressman.
It turns you into a cis white male. No more consequences.
Good. On my birthday, which is a terrible day, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm coloring on the wrong layer. God, I'm stupid. Well, it's too late now. Anyway.
That happens to me so many times.
Because I wanted to color on the layer above. Whatever. The point was that I found out on my birthday that my brother voted in 2016
Oh no.
by. Do you want to know how he decided whomst he would vote
Oh.
for
Oh
in this
no.
election? He flipped a coin.
I was going to say coin toss?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well,
Need this.
one second. Okay, back. My puppy
Welcome
was
back.
going bananas. Okay, so choosing a president by coin flip is oh man, that is I hope you redressed him in an appropriate fashion with that.
He's like,
Also, how did you find this out?
I don't even know how this came up in the conversation when he called to wish me a happy birthday.
Who would confess
But
that?
I was like, that is something that after everything we've learned, I would not like if I regretted my decision.
Yeah.
You could not waterboard that information out of me. I would be like, I am taking this. This is
I
going to
would
the grave. This is
fucking
going to the grave.
lie. Yeah.
I would lie. I would not admit this to another human being. Oh my goodness. I was just, I'm like, the audacity, just the privilege of being able to be like, this is going to not affect me to such a degree that it doesn't matter. I can just flip coin. And
Whatever happens, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine, regardless of what happens. Doesn't matter for my life.
Oh man, that is truly a bummer to hear. My brother, I think, is also a pretty staunch, actively voting Republican. Just like, why? He always says taxes, and I'm like, but they don't even do stuff to lower your taxes. And also, is like $100 off your taxes worth the tremendous societal damage that you're getting from that? Like, that's such a deal with the devil that's not even worth it.
Not even a good deal.
Yeah, because the only people whose taxes go down are in a tax bracket far above you.
Yeah. So I think he was, because he didn't know what else to talk about. So he's like, oh, you're watching the news about blah 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 blah.
Oh, did you see your rights went away?
Yes, it did. He's like, oh, well, he was actually talking about, yes, watching the January 6th hearings. I'm like,
Oh,
well, I mean, it's not fucking surprising.
Yeah, we literally all
always-
saw this coming, except for, I guess, the people who voted for Trump.
And I'm like, this is the worst birthday. This is the worst birthday. This is the worst birthday ever.
Yeah, to find that out on a birthday call, no less, is
Like, I thought the worst part of my day was going to be the fact that when I first woke up that morning, I had bought the new Fire Emblem game like right when it came out at midnight, and then at like 10-ish a.m., Nintendo sent me a 15% discount. And I'm like, Nintendo, I already bought the fucking game. Why would you send this to me?
to mock you.
I don't. God, why would you do this? Is the how could you do this to me, Nintendo? And the universe was like, oh, you think that's bad? Well,
We're just getting started. Hold my beer.
hold my beer. We will make your day so much worse. Don't you worry. I'm like, wait, what? So that was great. That was great. Great.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
got to
so
have.
lots of events that day, not just the one.
Got to have sushi that I pre-ordered the day before when I still had rights.
Wait, are you not allowed to order sushi in North Carolina too?
No longer. No. It was just weird mentally being like,
Huh.
well, yesterday when I ordered this, it was a different world than it is today.
I had bodily autonomy.
I had bodily autonomy yesterday, and today I have this sushi, which is delicious, but... Okay. Let's see, this knife is looking it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's say that's not bad.
Pretty good looking
Not
knife.
good,
huh?
but it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Let's put some... Nope, don't like that. There it is. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Now I have to color his shirt.
What color blue is the shirt?
Like a teal sort of color. I need to put some texture on it. I need a nice. Let's see what kind of textures you got for me. Procreate grunge. Interesting.
I don't
Sounds
think I
dirty.
need to get textures in Procreate.
Well, I'm just changing the brushes.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah. But there's a brush pack called textures.
How do you
Imported brushes.
brush packs? Are those something that you install separately, or how does that work?
I mean, it comes with a bunch of them already on there, and then you can download and import brushes.
Oh, okay. So you import extra stuff. Okay. Because I've seen stuff online of like, oh yeah, you could just use this brush pack in Procreate. I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
What do I do
Yeah,
to
it's
do
pretty.
that?
It's pretty easy when you hit the little plus sign. There's an option for import. Like when you go to your brush, special brush library, you can click the plus sign. And there's an import button, and then you go find the files.
Every
Lets
time I
you
do that, my
import it.
drawing turns into a PDF. I go get my grandson.
And then it's 15,000 pages long somehow. I have imported brushes for ropes
Ooh,
and chains.
very on brand.
Actually, I don't hate that as a concept. Oh, I hate that though. Let's go back.
You watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I do not.
There's the current season that's composed of all of the members of the current season are winners from a previous season. Oh, hello. And one of the drag queens from a really old season, she's hilarious, and she laughs like you just laughed all the time, though. So I was like, oh, is Jinx Monsoon on the call?
I don't even know how I did it now. What? I like that. Do I hate that? I hate it. Nope, hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I love how easy it is to undo stuff in Procreate, though, which is nice.
That is very nice. I am constantly doing things and I'm like, nope, that was not right.
Nope, that was a mistake. Everything I just did was a mistake. And then the problem is now when I go back to try and use what do you call it? Real paper?
Yeah.
I'll like fucking try and double tap on my paper
Really?
to undo something. Yes.
That's
and then
funny.
I'm like, son of a bitch. Or I'll go to like I'm gonna zoom and I'm like, that's not a thing. I just need to move my stupid face closer.
Yeah, I definitely, now I'm at the point where I take a picture of something so I can zoom in on it on my phone. I'm like, nothing's big enough for me to see. It to be bigger and on a backlit screen. My retinas are so fried from looking at screens all the time that I can only see things on a screen.
The screen is the only reality for me.
Yes.
Well, I still have not solved my problem of texture here. What those texture looks?
Rope texture or chain texture?
Why not both? No. What am I?
Chain.
I love his periodic noises though.
They're very adorable. If they weren't so sad, I would love it.
Okay, we're gonna stick with that. That seems good. Oh, here's another cute Isaiah that I drew. Let me send you. I'm just gonna send you art. See, that's my current strategy of sharing art with my friends is I just directly text it to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this.
Look at what I've done.
Look at my crimes.
And Ben says, it sucks to be old.
It does.
Sorry, Bam Bam.
What? Did I not put this in my arts folder? What is wrong with me?
Check your crafts folder.
There it is. Bum, bum, ba-da-da. Oh, I'm looking at it on my tablet. I can put it in the right folder from here. Oh, genius. Add to album. Arts. There we go. Dun, dun.
Talkative.
Send.
Oh, that's cute. I like the jacket.
Nice, a nice leather jacket.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll send you. I did fancy ones of Dorian and Faust. I was on a fancy jackets spree. Kick, yes, a kick.
Oh, wow. I like both of those.
Yeah.
Bandit doesn't.
Well, everyone's a critic. He's just jealous that he doesn't have the necessary thumbs to make his own
Well,
art.
he also doesn't have the proper retinal equipment to perceive all the colors, so...
Yeah, that too. I would be distressed too. There are a lot of colors on Dorian's jacket, especially.
Dorian and the multicolored jacket.
Dorian in the multicolored verse.
And it into the Screamiverse.
So this how do I want to render this time? I need not be specifically bound by what I did before.
how do I do?
Oh no. Do I like that? Do I hate that? I think I hate it. Nope, nope. Okay, this isn't bad. There's one of the brushes is like a light pen, which has these like light effects. Wow. It's called a light pen. Wow. Crazy.
I do the same thing. There's this toaster and it makes
Toast.
like hot bread toast.
Oh man. It's a cool brush is my point. If you haven't given it a try, you might wanna give it a try.
Might want to lock it away and never look at it again.
If you haven't given it a try, it's too late now.
It's dead to you.
To you.
What is a light effect even like? What does it do?
It looks like it's glowing. Let me send you.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Sort of like a
I'll send
neon
you-
sign type of deal.
Let me send you this picture I drew earlier today for my family in-laws group chat. I make little icons each month for our group chat. They're
Oh
from the
yeah, I
Midwest,
really like
so-
that.
Yeah. The glow around the oak and the fireworks themselves were both drawn with
Light effect.
the light pen. It
Light.
is under the luminance brush pack. Yeah, so give it a try if you're interested. If you're not interested, then obviously don't give it a try. You know, it's your life. Do whatever the fuck you want. Maybe I will finish this today.
It is
Or at least be
entirely
like,
within
you
the
know
realm of possibility.
Yeah, well, you know, it's close enough. It's good enough. It's not getting any better. And maybe if I keep trying, it'll only get worse. So. I know, man. I know. Struggle never ends. Just doing a bunch of lines. Drawing
A bunch of C4 charges. With the latest
Mhm.
update, it used to be that you just had like grenades, and that was pretty much it
Mhm.
to help defend yourself,
Mhm.
and also like explode away rocks blocking tasty resources like gold and silicon. But
Mhm.
with this latest update, they let you build different variants of grenade things. They're called nobelisks, but they're just basically a thing that explodes. So now you can build like nuclear nobelisks, but more interestingly, there's like a fart bomb that just stinks up the place and kills biological elements, but doesn't do any physical damage. So it's
Amazing.
poison gas basically, but yeah,
Amazing.
it makes a fart noise when you blow it up. Because the developers are crazy. This is the same game studio that made Goat Simulator, so they have the
Nice.
right mindset for it.
I love that. Love it.
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? No, okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, yep, I like that. That I don't like it. I'm gonna erase it.
That I hate.
This. That I hate. That's terrible.
That
That's
is
the
driving
worst
me to jump
thing.
off a bridge.
Yep. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me or anyone else in the history of space and time. Oh no, I erased too much. Well, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Erase that. We're gonna. I know, my dude. That's how I feel exactly. Okay, let's see. That looks acceptable. He's so cute. He's gotta make a beautiful sticker. I need to change the size of his camera. And now that I've done that, I need to. Nope, I hate that. We're gonna undo that. Get this instead. Let's see how I feel about it. Oops. Yes, that's better. That's better. Okay. I'm gonna move this. Oh fuck. I'm gonna move this. Where is center on this page?
Wait, how can you tell if something's centered?
There's a snapping tool
Oh,
when you're moving things that you can enable. And it'll like do the little thing like, oh, you're in the center, except I feel like it's lying to me.
oh, it's the false center.
Like, what the fuck? No, that's not right either. Fuck! How hard is it for you to just... Like, what are you centering on? What center are you centering on? Oh, I know, man, I know.
Oh god, here come the spiders. Oh god.
Harvest.
Well, fuck.
Stay away from me.
Oh no, that is the wrong color. Oh,
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Did you survive?
I did. I survived it.
Good job.
The worst part is you hear the skittering of those legs, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. I don't have enough room in my inventory to take their organs with me, though, so I can't get them mashed up into alien protein. So they'll just sit here.
You hate when that happens.
Yeah. Good spider protein going to waste.
I'm going to lose my mind that this is not centered the way I want. What happens if I turn on magnetics? What does that do? Magnets, how do they work? Whoa, Lord have mercy. There are like extra lines appearing. Don't
Is
know
that
how
your
I feel about
stomach?
that.
Did I heard gurgle?
No, that was me going. That was my.
That was your
my
mouth.
mouth.
Okay.
That was my mouth making sound effects. Oh, it seems centered, but also seems not centered. Oh no! Oh, I don't know what gesture I just did, but I don't like that. Maybe I move this group. We move you all the way down here to the depths. To the depths of hell. Nope, I hate that. Undo. I don't hate that.
This definitely reminds me of when we would just like hang out at when you were living with Becca. Just sort of that stream of consciousness. Do you keep in touch with Becca?
I do not.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had talked to her recently. Or, I don't, but I thought at some point you said that you had chatted.
No, no,
Ah.
no, not in a million years.
Yeah, it's a whole lifetime ago. I
That
was
was- yeah, that
remembering
was-
when I was living at where we used to do like atheist movie night and play bridge, and I was like,
Mhm.
holy shit, that was like a decade ago, and I was an entirely different person. Like basically, that
Mhm.
person is no longer in existence, and
That
I'm just
person
somebody
is
who
dead, and
has-
I killed him.
yeah, pretty much. I just happen to have those memories of that person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You, I feel like, would like Isaiah's whole overall story thing situation that he has going on. There's a lot of that type of thing where it's like I am not the person that I was before. Like that.
I would enjoy that.
Eventually, these words, this story is going to exist somewhere that it can be consumed and not just in my mind. So,
Good place to be.
in my mind, I don't know about that. I don't know that it's a good place to be. But,
In a consumable format.
yes.
I mean, I guess we could try and eat your mind and see if we get the story.
This is technically consumable. Yes. Eventually. That is one good difference from back in the days that I am writing stories and like finishing them,
Yeah.
sort of, which is fun. Then I don't know what to do with them, but one thing at a time. Oh, people are shooting off fireworks. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? What was I gonna say? I had a thought. Oh, I reread some of my old stories from like college times though.
Oh yeah?
They weren't half bad.
I remember they weren't half bad. I still
was-
have
I
that
was
little
worried.
booklet of my tweets that you made illustrations of.
What? Send me like a picture of this. I don't even remember this.
Okay.
And
I'll
I'm
send you-
intrigued.
Yeah. It was like, I think you gave it to me as a gift of some sort, but I always thought it was so cute and cool because it was like back when Twitter had first started. So I was like texting to a phone number to trigger that tweet to go out on the internet. And I was like, oh, this is so neat. This is before iPhones.
Yeah.
And yeah, you compiled like 5 or 6 tweets that were especially insane, and then you did some sort of illustration to go along with each of them. Overall,
Oh,
it was
that
just
sounds-
very zany. I was like, I love this
That sounds-
idea.
Fucking adorable. I love that.
Yeah.
It's not done with it. Done with it for now.
One of them, I'm pretty sure one of them was when I was discovering that, I guess this was when I first got the iPhone, the autocorrect would not let you type certain words. And so one of my tweets was just like, nuggets, nuggers, something like that. And it
Oh
was
no.
like, yeah, I don't know why I actually tweeted that, but I was just like laughing
Oh,
because I was just like, oh my gosh, you can type this as much as you want, but the iPhone will not record it.
The iPhone says, I'm gonna help you here. And
Let me
not
help
let
you not
do
be a
that.
horrible person.
Let me help you not regret everything in the near future.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny
Oh
that it
gosh.
corrected to such silly words like nugget.
Nugget. Yes. I've been having to like look up timelines of when various smartphone developments came about and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
the story I'm writing right now, for whatever reason, I've decided. Well, no, the reason I decided this is because of when the Great Recession happened. The reason I decided this is basically just all for vague joke purposes, but that Theodore was turned into a vampire like 2007, 2008, which
Okay.
was a great time to not have to be a human anymore necessarily,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about going out into the real world and getting a job.
Yes, for sure.
But yes, so since the story is taking place like in that time frame, I have to think, oh, what was the capability of
Yeah.
phones and
Things have changed
smartphones
so
then?
drastically.
And I had to pull up like a T9 text simulator, because I'm like, okay, Theodore would not have the latest smartphone. He's gonna still have T9 texting, whereas his graduate advisor, who also happens to be a vampire, is wealthy enough that he would have the newest iPhone, and he would type faster in his responses to Theodore. So that's like an aspect of the conversation that is happening, that while Theodore is trying to thumb through his T9 replies,
Right.
his advisor has sent like 3 or 4 sentences now.
So it's like you're having one person is having to be strategic about typing words with S's in them, because you have to type the 7 key like 4 times to say S. That's great. I love those sorts of details in stories where it's just like, oh my god, I would have never thought of this sort of thing.
I like can't not think about it. I'm like, oh, the things I've had to like look up, the obscure little things I've had to look up for this story, because I'm like, I think there was another one where I wanted to make a reference to the all-seeing Eminem in Times Square, but because of when the story was set, that Eminem wasn't in Times Square at that point in time. I was like, son of a bitch!
Well, there's some suspension of disbelief you can.
No. There's magic in the story, fine, we'll suspend disbelief there. But putting the wrong gift that the all-seeing Eminem emerged in Times Square, no, I can't possibly bend the rules for that.
It must not be. This heretical
That is
Eminem
pretty-
must not exist. And
It
Ben
is
concurs.
it is pretty silly that the things where I'm like, no, this has to be accurate. I'm like, you do know me, that you're writing a story with vampires and a Mothman and magic, and like, but this is the part where you're like, no, this has to be real world accurate. Like,
This is the line in the sand.
this is the line in the sand, and yeah.
Thank goodness, Bandit.
Yep. Let's see. I'll make a side by side picture so you can see what progress I made on my drawing that I just was working on. Uno momento. Yes. What? I got it. Mother. Do what I demand. Motherfucker. I'm having technological difficulties, it's fine. Everything's fine. Shit. Nope, don't like that. That's better. That's worse. That's infinitely worse. It's nearly acceptable. That's unacceptable. That's awful. That's terrible. Nope. Why can't this just read my mind? My stupid, stupid limbs. Oh shit. Oops. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if this is terrible or if this is acceptable. Yeah, that's actually acceptable. Okay, okay. I'll take it. Do 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 do. Let's see, there you are. Send. Work, work, work. Thanks.
I really like the shading you did on the hair. And now the heart glows.
Whoa.
It's not a power
wanted to
slug, it's a
kinda-
power heart.
It's a power heart. I wanted it to kind of be like those like Catholic saint
Yeah.
icons and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely gives off that energy.
Which is nice because he's a lapsed Catholic, so maybe lapsed. What is the word for violently rejected?
I think
That.
educated?
Yeah. I might fiddle around with maybe some colors of some things later. I don't know, but for now, that's good for now. And eventually, I will probably print it on a sticker and put it in one of my notebooks.
Do you have some sort of place where you can display things for yourself in your home?
I need to, because I have like my whole hobby room up here.
Oh, you have a
I've
hobby
got,
room.
like,
That's so
my-
nice.
Yes. So when we moved, we have a townhouse now. We moved in 2020 and achieved the American dream of purchasing a home that is attached to other homes.
Still counts.
Still counts. It's a 3-story townhome. It's got like 4 bedrooms.
Oh, wow.
4 bathrooms. Well, 4 toilets. 3 showers. So what's that? 3.5? Yeah. The first floor has like my husband's office,
Yeah.
which is a nice big office with like French doors. The dog stuff is down there, so I call it the dog's office. The dog hangs
Aw.
out there most
Yeah.
of the time. And there's like a full bath down there. And
Where
then
your
the
dog
second floor
entertains
is
guests.
yeah, that's
business
where she
meetings.
entertains, has all of her business meetings and such like. Second floor is like a big open like living room and kitchen and a half bath and like that's it. So it's big wide open space. Oh, and a back deck. There's a back deck.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, and it like overlooks what looks like a fake mountain view basically from the back
How
deck.
does that work?
Hold on, let me see
How
if
does
I
it
have a picture.
overlook a fake view?
Well, it's the fakeness is the mountain. It's not a real mountain, but
Oh,
it makes
okay.
me think of the mountain.
It's like a Disney World.
Right, because I'm up on the second story and it's overlooking like there's like a drainage ditch area down there, so there's a good height difference going on.
Oh, cool.
So you get the vibes of being like up on a mountain, but
Yeah.
you're not really up on a mountain type of thing.
How is the 3-floor thing? Like having to scurry up and down stairs all the time?
It's the only exercise I get in my life right now, so
There.
probably for the best.
I'm glad that my home office is so far from the location. It's the only way I get cardio.
Right? See, it's important. It keeps me healthy. And then on the top floor, there's like 2 smaller bedrooms. So I have one of those as my office and one of them as my hobby room. And then the master bedroom. Oops, hold on, my headphones are about to die. More headphones. Oh. There we go. Yeah, and I've got my office, I've got my hobby room that I have like a TV and my switch stand and my
A switch
bookshelves.
stand in your office.
And my bookshelves and a little drafting desk for drawing at that I never sit at, but it looks nice. And all of my notebooks and things and pen stuff and whatnot. And I forgot the point of this sentence.
Well,
but
we were just talking about
No.
2020 and you moved to a new
Yes,
house.
yes. And the cat has her whole full bathroom, and then the master bedroom with a giant walk-in closet and giant bathroom and all that good stuff.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. I really want I want a place with that much space. Because
It's
Jinru
mine.
takes up about 3 people's space. And so I definitely would love to have like a dedicated craft or like creativity space where I can like have a empty flat surface to draw on.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, I got my desk that I could sit and draw at if I wanted, and it's not my like work desk,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have those work vibes tainting
That's
it.
what's missing for me is like my creative space is also my office where I am miserable also. So it's
Yeah.
pretty much a mood killer for any sort of enjoyment.
Right. I'm searching for. I know I have pictures of my fake Mountain View. There we go. This will do. Most of the time, though, I got one of those giant, like, memory foam beanbag type chairs that's, like, in the middle of the floor in front of the TV, and I, like, nest in that and hold my tablet up to my face and draw from there. But I love my fake mountain back deck situation.
Is that building also yours? Is that like a test garage?
No. That's completely separate property.
Just wave at them. Hi.
Yeah, that's not part of the neighborhood that we're in. Let me see if I have another view. That's like, I guess the person who like originally lived in this area back before Holly Springs was a thing.
The world just grew up around them.
Yep, but then because of the drainage ditch and then them owning that property there that they're like never gonna sell, it's like keeps the fake Mountain View from being turned into more townhouses or something.
Well, that's great.
Which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, the millions of people experiencing homelessness probably wouldn't agree, but yeah, it's nice to have that land reserved.
There is tons of other land in other directions.
Just kidding. I know.
Let's see. I need to get some furniture for the back deck though, because I just dragged my hammock camp chair back there and sit in my little hammock camp chair and stare out the abyss.
Yeah, I was
That's
looking
good.
at buying some like outdoor furniture for my back deck because the summers in Seattle are phenomenal. Not a lot of bugs, no humidity, like mid-60s, and sunny.
What? No, the summers here is like, it's fucking a million degrees, humid, melting, dying.
But as long as you're in the shade and have some method of like having cooling blow on you, like a fan or something,
Comply.
it's still tolerable, right?
Yeah, it's nice because the direction our back deck faces, it's in the shade in the afternoon
Oh, that's
and
perfect.
evening. So
Yeah.
I don't wake up until noon anyway, if left on my own. So I don't care what the sun's doing early in the day. I have too many pictures on my phone of too many different things.
Yeah, most of my stuff is synced in the cloud for that reason. Shit.
Well, I mean, my shit in the cloud. It's the problem isn't where it's hosted. It's me trying to find something specific at any given time.
Right.
Oh no, there's my chair in the rain.
Aw. Looks so sad.
It is so sad. Shouldn't get out in the rain. I tried to grow some plants on the back deck, and they've been roasted to a crisp.
Oh no. They got pre-cooked.
They are pre-cooked AF.
That's funny but sad.
That's North Carolina weather for
Yeah.
you. I don't know what kind of plants I need, but it's not these.
Cacti.
Cacti, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it too humid? They'll probably get some like cactus disease
Fungus.
of humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found something. We found a climate that kills cacti too. So it
Congratulations.
is just inhospitable.
Inhospitable to human life. Thanks, North Carolina. I don't think I'm going to find a picture that I'm wanting to find anytime soon.
Why did you send me the picture of the chair in the rain?
Oh, another view of the back deck,
Oh, okay.
I think is what I was attempting.
Here is my depressing artistic phase.
Here's the sad phase.
Black and
Sad
white.
rain phase.
Sad rain. Here's my happy rain phase.
And dancing.
Here's my
dancing-
making
oh.
it rain phase.
Here's me up on the back deck. I don't know what that's going to do for your life, but
What?
gazing out over my mountain view.
Okay. Are those your feet propped up on the
Those are-
banister?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, I can't make heads or tails of this figure. Either your head is very deformed and small, or those are your feet.
I shapeshift regularly when I sit upon the back deck. I wish I could magically make my stories be already written.
Make your stories be what again?
Already written.
Oh, yes.
The ideal.
Yeah, like famous people, they just get to like describe what their story should be, and then they have a ghostwriter fill in all the blanks and make it into a thing. Ah, to have that luxury.
I have to I have to write it all. Like, here's a good in-process writing sample I'll send you. It's one sentence long, don't worry.
That's good. It's very Shakespearean, like chased off stage, killed by a bear. Exit pursued by bear.
Yes.
I think that's the famous line.
Now I don't even remember what comical vampire death I ended up putting there. I did go back and put it in.
You did, okay.
Yes, yes.
Didn't name a pending to die.
Two died. Two done died. So my strategy for this story has been to do
I have taken ill and
at
need your
least
help to
100
find
words a
cure.
day, every day,
Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
which has worked for the most part, except I'm afraid I've forgotten what I've written
Wait,
already.
Can you repeat the first half of that? I
Yeah.
was near a psychic rock and it was talking to me, trying to tease me into collecting it. And it talks very, very loud, and I couldn't hear you over it.
Yes. So I'm doing 100 words a day
Okay.
on this story. Is my strategy. Because it's a very achievable number,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but
That's
still,
like less
still
than a
making
tweet.
significant. Right? Yeah. Well, no, words, not characters.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. 100 words a day, and most of the time I'll end up writing more than 100. That's just like the bare minimum.
Right. That's just like that. Okay.
Yeah, and I've made a lot of progress. Like I said, I've got 28,000 words now
Yeah.
on this story since April. Whatever, but the problem is that I think I've forgotten things that I've already written, so my grave concern is that I'm rewriting things that I've already put in there, but I don't feel like reading the whole thing all over again at this point. I'm like, oh god, this section is already 15,000 words long. I'm not gonna read all of that right now.
That's an editor's job. You're
That's an
just the
editing
author.
problem.
You create. The editor's job is to prune down and be like, okay, this is redundant.
But there is no editor. I'm the editor.
Well,
Fuck
yeah,
that person.
I see the problem.
Yeah, that's gonna be a soon future me problem to deal with. Is
Cursing at the heavens and saying, why did I write this 5 times?
I think I'm gonna have to go through both parts that I've written so far and write down what I've already talked about, what the plot points are, what things I've established in canon.
Yeah, I was about to say, I listened to a lot of improv podcasts, and they were talking about how, when they do shows and they establish some trait of their character or some event that happened in this fictional universe, they typically write it down, and they have this organization of what is the canon for their show, so they can refer back to it in the future, or at least try and maintain consistency as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to
Yeah, I
suggest
don't
that to
have
you, but it
that.
sounds like you already know about canon.
I know. I need to do that. My current plan is I want to finish writing the first draft of this part 2 that I'm working on, and then go back through both parts and write down these canon things, so then I can make sure I don't have any continuity errors, like saying that Theodore hates garlic and then later describing something that's a pleasant smell as something that includes garlic. No, he hates garlic. That's not going to work.
I mean, if he's a vampire, that should just be intuitively assumed.
No, see, one of the things I'm doing with Theodore is it's a lot of vampire things are actually just pre-existing Theodore things.
That's funny. So it's not that vampires just innately have these qualities, but it's just he sort of turned it into that.
He had it anyway. It just lines up nicely. Yeah, so he hates garlic. to begin with, and then
Doesn't
he
like
turns
going
into a
out in the
vampire. And
sun.
he doesn't like. He's a historian. He's a history grad student. He doesn't go out in the sun a lot. The counting thing, like I don't know if you know that vampire lore
Yeah,
thing, where
yeah.
if you spill, yeah, he has OCD. If something falls, he has to count it.
That's
Like
great.
these are pre-existing Theodore problems, not specifically. Oh, he's a vampire now. He has to count things that fall.
Now, is it that vampires do this anyways, but he is basically unimpacted because he already has these traits, or is it that these sorts of rules don't apply to vampires at all? It's just him, and then because he acts this way, people establish these rules as like, oh, this must be how vampires act, and not, oh, this is just how this neurotic person acts.
I think some of it is just like there's some of both. I think there's
Okay.
some of both.
Nice.
There's definitely some of both. But I like anywhere that I can do that, where I'm like, oh no, this was just vampires don't actually do this, but this was a Theodore thing prior to being a vampire.
Yeah, I like that idea. That adds a good bit of humor.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep in mind like, Our Flag Means Death is a rom-com, so I'm like, okay, let me aim for that sort of tone also. Romedy and comedy. Keep ramming and calming it up, and it'll be fine. I'll have a rom-com when this is all done. Maybe. We'll see.
Donkey.
Oh my gosh, people are already shooting off fireworks, and it's bothering my dog.
People were shooting off fireworks last night, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, we're not even close. It's just,
Nope,
you're
they're like-
celebrating the end of Pride Month or something. I don't know. Fucking
God.
homophobe.
Yay! It's not the gay month anymore.
I love how furious so many people get. I'm like, gays get a whole month and veterans only get 1 day. It's like, this is so not an issue. This is ridiculous. You're trying to find problems.
This is not, yeah.
Also, opposite of gay is not veteran.
It's not?
Oh, hang on. My husband's here.
Oh. Hey, Jerry, how you going? Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Ugh. A friend who has been out of town for a couple months traveling is back in town, and he stopped by. So
Ooh.
I need to wrap up playing all my video games and be a person.
Yeah. Go be social. Remember to ask human questions that humans like to be asked by other humans.
Yes, I'll start off with, yes, what do you plan to do this weekend? 2.
Two, also, eye contact. They like eye contact, but from a
Yes.
distance. So don't like take your eyes and literally contact them.
Oh,
to the
so I
surface of
shouldn't
their eyes.
Feel their eyes. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
they
eye
don't
contact
like
was.
that. Yeah, it's a common misconception among humans. This is a very human mistake that humans make. But actually, it's contact, like just looking and not touching. So that's my advice for you.
Thank you. I will put this into praxis.
Wonderbar. Well, thanks for having me hang out with you over these internet ways.